Hello guys, welcome to the stream. Today we are going to look at one of the quarterfinal games of King of Sahara. This is El2 versus Teaking. So far this has been the results. PLA5 beat AS with a 3-0 score. Then EL1 beat PLA1 with a 3-0. LAT1 beat Ind1 with a 3-2. And EL2 versus Teaking is going to be the last quarterfinal game before we start looking at the semifinals. Semifinals are still going to be best of 5, and then we move on to the grand finale. So far it's it's assumed to be best of 7, but let's see, we may have some changes in the rules if the players are okay with that. The polls are slightly in favor of EL2. EL2 is also looks like one of the favorite teams of everybody in this King of Sahara tournament. Cypher and Boo both are top class players, and then we've got Teaking, Prolays, and Momo. Everybody knows Momo is a kind of a big boomer, and Prolays has his own style of playing, and the only thing is that both of these teams were formed just for this tournament. Prolays and Momo are not in the same clan. Same goes for Cypher and Boo. Both of these guys are also not in the same clan, so we won't see any kind of team play that has existed for a long time. Something like that, something like Cazador and Dragonio, who have been lat players and they have been playing together for a long time. We won't see that kind of team play, but let's see if these guys can still make up for the lack of their any clan. Well, they both have not been in the same clan, all these players, but let's see if they can still hold up against their opponents. Here, full collapse. Cypher and Boo they are in L, but Cypher just joined EL for the King of Sahara tournament. He was a clanless player before that. So if everybody is here, also by the way, there is no co-commentator today because Prolays is a player here, so of course I cannot ask him to commentate. German is away for vacation, I think, and Kron, he's in Australia. There's a huge time difference, so I cannot cast with him unless it's a weekend. Also, Dave's not available, so I'm only going to be casting this game. Let's begin. Alright, so here we go. We've got a 2 versus 2, our first game of the quarterfinal. Here we've got Momo, or Shake Your Booty, as the Russians. Then we've got Prolays as Aztecs, Boo as Iroquois, and Cypher as German. I feel German is just the perfect nation for Cypher. He is known to be German. Yes, German will be a perfect nation for Cypher since he's known to be a boomer. Somewhat Momo, yeah, Moscow Russians for Momo is also a great nation since, well, he being Russians, he was not going to get raided, but then he's against Cypher. I don't think Cypher is known for raids, and if there's a boom battle between Russians and Germans, it's clear who's going to win. Germans will easily outboom Russians, so I think Momo needs to play slightly aggressively. On the other side, there is going to be Iroquois versus Aztecs. I think this is a very fair matchup because both Aztecs and Iroquois are one of the most aggressive nations. Now I see something that could go wrong right here. Boo is making units in the ancient age. Is going to be an ancient age raid, and Prolays is building his first city. And I have mentioned this before, but building your first city with a single villager is always dangerous. In case these heavy infantry from Boo catch the city, then it's game over right from the start. Hey HNZ, Joe, and Viet Fam. Lucky for Prolays, the city is complete, so he doesn't have to worry about getting his city denied. Let's see. Oh, he just notices that there are raiding units coming from Boo, and Boo has got 2 raiding units right now. I think his focus is going to be to make sure Proles does not get his barracks up. He is running around, and they're and Proles is also slightly unlucky. Well, he doesn't have a lot of wood. He's got this +5 here. He was going for it, but then who intercepted another place that he can get wood. The only other place that he can get wood is this one where he's going right now. But with a +4 and a +3, he and the two cities, he'll just be able to get a 90 wood income, not even a complete 100. So Boo's here raiding. I see Proles is building his barracks. That's a nice place for building barracks. And Cypher has already aged. Oh my god. 500 ruins, 350, 200. So nothing too good, but still for Germans with silver, well, that's a really good time for aging. Let's see what is Jake doing. Well, Momo has got a barracks here, so he's ready for that. He's ready for. And then Proles, it seems like Proles is getting Proles is getting annoyed for some reason. He is trying to kill these heavy infantry, but he won't. These are Iroquois heavy infantry. They won't survive. I mean, they will run away. They'll run away easily. It was good part from Boo. Boo managed to run away with his archers. And well, look like do these light infantry run faster? I never thought of this though. Looks like they're running about the same speed as those, or maybe I'm just hallucinating. On this side, so Proles already said GG, which is which is worrying because it looks like he's already giving up. Boo on the other side, well, Boo is doing fine as you would expect for the Iroquois player. He has got his Senate down, and he's making villagers for the metal mine. He also has got this tobacco, so he's already started making wealth and knowledge. On the other side, Proles could not get his market down, so that is going to affect him now. I see Boo coming to raid Momo. The only thing is that he's under Russian territory, so I don't think these bowmen are going to cause any trouble for Momo. And now, let's see what is Cypher up to. Cypher is going on with his boom game. He made a light horse. I'm assuming just to defend. He is not going to raid right now, although he still has the second. Yeah, if he went for the second military, I wonder what's his plan. Is he going to raid? And it looks like Momo is doing just the right thing, man. You do not want to allow the German player to boom. Momo is going for a siege factory, barracks, and stable. On this side, Cypher has not scouted Momo, so he does not know what he's up to. And it looks like Cypher might be going in next stage before building a city. At least that's what the plan looks like. Now, on this side, Proles seems to be doing alright. So, as I said, Aztecs are one of those nations that don't need to worry so much about late start, because Aztecs can always recover. You can see he just got some 30 wealth and 30 food from that raid. So I feel it's futile to raid Aztecs. If you want to go against Aztecs, then you need to go with full armies, or you need to make sure that your opponent cannot kill your raider, because if you lose your raider, then you are just feeding your opponent instead of doing any damage to him. and it looks like that is that is a nice army by Momo. Very interesting. Just now Cypher is getting his barracks, and he's also aging. I was expecting Cypher to do something like that, but the thing is, once Cypher ages now, this is going to be difficult for Momo to handle because he's not ready for aging. Check this out. Cypher is also trying to bribe. Cypher is trying to bribe this hoplite, and he may as well succeed in that. And yeah, he did succeed in that. There goes the catapult. So that was a mistake by Momo. I don't think he should have gone to attack with just a single catapult. Probably raid a few times and then get 2 catapults at least. Now it looks like on this side Proles is here. Proles has his relics. This merchant could be stopped. Oh yeah, it will be. Very nice placement by Proles. He managed to protect his relics. On the other side, Momo is just raiding. He is just here to raid, and that's a very effective raid. Let me tell you, that's a very effective raid. He is completely. Oh, and Cypher forced to use his militia. Cypher also has got his senator, which can now bribe, and I think he's going to use it to bribe something. That was also a nice move by Cypher. Getting. Oh man, Cypher is going to bribe another one. So overall, how was this exchange? I think this exchange was nothing too bad for Momo. Yeah, nothing too bad because Cypher did lose some villagers. He lost some eco, but Momo here is still stuck at just 100. Momo is also aging on this side. Then Proles on the other side is building his 3rd city. He does not know that Boo already has a 3rd city. Probably knows, but he doesn't know where it is. And there comes Boo with some army. That's a nice army. He's got 3 heavy cavalry in that army and 3 archers. Do remember that whoever wins this game plays against the winner here plays against PLA5, which is Red Bull and Linky. And they have proved themselves to be a super strong team. They've not lost any game yet in this whole series. Same goes for El2 as well. They have not lost a single game in this whole series. Oh, so Proles is also raiding here. The only thing is Proles, the army composition is not the best because Proles has archers which can be easily taken down by horses. On the other side, Boo is going with a full-fledged army there. Another problem with Proles is that he does not have wood in his territory. He needs to get this wood as soon as possible because his eco is not too good. Let's see what's happening on the other side. Oh, Cypher still has not put down. Oh no, he did. Where is his 3rd city? Cypher is putting down his 3rd city close to Boo actually, and he's going with decoys and a what is that? Oh my god, that is troublesome. That is really troublesome because Cypher will just have to go back. And the problem is that's a very nice army, I think, but it's just 3 siege. And 3 siege is very nice, but it's a small army, and Cypher may be able to take it down. Let's see, what does Cypher have? Cypher has 4. Oh no! Cypher will lose the city. Cypher is going to lose the city, and most of the Cypher's army is just Oh man, this might be game changing here. Momo is doing pretty well, but looks like Boo is coming to help, and I want to see if Momo is going to ask Prolis for help. Momo, a very nice decision by Momo to run away with his siege. Oh, but Boo is going to catch siege. Man, this could be it, man. Momo is playing awesome here. He has got just the right city he wanted, and Boo is going to kill 3 siege. Man, that hurts. It just looking at that hurts right now. I see Proles is also here with some of his army, but the bowman from, I think Momo should go and double this army right now. Momo is doing pretty well still. Um, Cypher has a better eco than him, but I don't think it's too late at all. On the other side, Cypher coming with a small army. I don't think it's going to be any trouble as long as these guys are able to hold this city. They have got the edge. Momo still has not researched the second commerce. Nice use of those Rossini Lancers. A very nice use of these units. Now it's all going to come down to if Proles can keep Boo busy, or if he can just help. Oh man, the sieges are lost. So that means Momo needs some time before he can take the city back again. But he takes it back. There is Boo, and Proles needs to march. Forced march required right now. Really nice move by Proles here. He's also here, although could have been here earlier. Anyway, can Proles is running with all of his horses there. A slight micro error there. He should not be running with all of his horses, because some of these horses could have helped to kill these crossbows here. On the other side, yeah, Momo did go all in on that fight. As you can see, his eco is just 100 compared to Cypher, who is already at 200. Man, that city was the key to beating Cypher, and now it seems like it's going to be very difficult. Proles is now attacking the city of Hero, but that is not a very good army. Let's compare the ecos for Proles and Boo. Boo is doing much better. He's got a 94 knowledge income. In fact, Boo will be next stage very soon. One thing I did not show you guys is the rare resources. Let's pause quickly and check out the rare resources before we lose any important details. For Boo's team, by the way, does Proles... oh, they know about the bison, but they have not raided it. Weird. But El2 has got bison, silver, furs, wool, papyrus, and important rare salt here. For the Teaking team, they've got relics, dye, cotton, which Proles is even using here, and even relics Proles is using, wine, and looks like that's all. So the rares are clearly in El2's advantage. El2 has the better rares. So I think that Proles got a very decent chance to kill Boo here, because while Boo wants to age, at the same time Boo also wants to protect his city, and I think this would be a great time for Momo to come and help Proles. That's a really nice one, and Proles has 3 light cavalry doing nothing. He just pointed out. Anyway, protect the siege. Oh man, these sieges, both the sieges are dead. Nice maneuver by Boo there, he got all of Prolase's army, and Prolase was distracted at some point because he had a lot of scattered light cavalry not doing anything. And now Boo is sieging down the city of Zokonocho. Oh man, it looks like Momo was going there at one point, but then he thought, never mind, I'll stay here and defend myself, because previously Prolase was looking very strong there, but no more. Prolase should get a farm here so that he does not lose the city just because it's small. That will be really bad. And Prolase says he's dead. Well, Prolase, I do blame Prolase for not getting this city big in time. That was a very bad idea. On the other side, Momo seems to be holding on his own very well, but not for too long now, because Cypher is also aging. Boo already has the resources to age. He is just waiting for something. Oh, he's going another science. So yeah, it looks like it's game over. That time when Momo took Lutic, that was the best chance Teaking had to kill. That was the best chance they had to kill El2, but no more. And that's a formidable army by Iroquois. So, and it's weird that Boo isn't using Salt. I think Boo is a big noob here. If Boo is watching this, man, you won't win against PLFI if you do not use Salt when you have it right next to you. But I feel this was a pretty balanced game in the sense that Teaking not having as good rares as El2, and that Momo here did not have, well, the Momo was the player with a weaker nation compared to all of these. Yeah, with Russians, even with Russians, if he was able to provide so much pressure to Cypher here, I think if they played a next game with a better nation, they would have a better chance. And I think Prolase has been going through a rough patch. And there goes, yep. So something's wrong, and I think I should ask what's wrong with Prolase. He said he cannot play like this. Well, we need to confirm what is it. Hey Bybrak, yes, you need 5 unique buildings after medieval age. To make it a large city. And whatever Cypher is doing here, that's looks like Cypher is playing like an AI, or maybe I'm just too noob right now. But Cypher is trying to siege something. He has got a small army. Well, while we are still at it, I don't think Momo is doing too bad here. He's got a bigger army at least than Cypher. No way as good an economy like Cypher, but still. And Prolase, after losing that relics, I think Prolase was completely relying on relics for knowledge previously, because right now he doesn't have anything. On this side, it looks like Momo is making fights with the castle. That's a very good one, because it seems Cypher may not be ready for it. He just has a single scout. And Cypher, in fact, he's even preparing for the next stage. He's got a lot of food, a lot of metal. I don't see much hope for Teaking right now at this point. And really nice one by um, Momo there. And Cypher was even able to kill one of the scouts, one of the spies. The problem is, he actually Momo actually has 2 siege units ready to attack. Hey HNZ, that's salt. And these guys have got salt. Finally, Boo is using salt. That's great. So getting salt is similar to getting despotism, because despotism also gives you a 15% discount. On this side, Prolace is finally, yep, he has killed all the siege. Now. Time to go back, Prolace. Don't take this engagement. Really nice one, but now it's too late. Boo is h5, and you know h5 with Iroquois, that's just too hard to beat, man. Because they get these Okwaris. Okwaris don't need siege; they are siege. They're their own siege, man. Agency. Oh, I see what you said. What you did there. Another sabotage. Let's see how much sabotage kills, how much HP goes. Only half-life. Momo lost his despot there. And also not to forget that Cypher has got his monarch. Very well played by Momo on this. I think he had a great gate chance. Some minor mistakes by Prolace, and also really good teamwork by Boo, because Boo came to help Cypher just when Cypher needed the most. If this city was assimilated by the Russian player, then you can imagine what kind of problem it would raise for the EL2 team, because a Russian city separating the two enemies or two allies, that's going to be horrible. They're going to be trade routes that going to be up for raiding. That would act as a common point for Momo to either go to Boo or Cypher, and these guys would never know. So that was a very important point when Boo tried to help Cypher and took back the city. And there is a bad news for you guys. It looks like EL2 versus Teaking only had one game. They failed to arrange another game, and because they had about 2 weeks or maybe more than 2 weeks to arrange for games, but due to unavailability they were not able to do so. EL2 has got a free victory here. I mean, they won this one game, but apart from that they've got a victory, so they go into the next round and they're going to play against EL2. But just hold on, let me update the scorecard. Meanwhile, any questions? Alright, that means we have finished the quarterfinals. Well, this was a very sad case. I wish that these guys could have played their best of 5, but it just did not happen. They had a lot of time, and we don't want King of Sahara to go for another 2 months. We want it to be over before we start Rise of Plebs, because I will not be starting Rise of Plebs unless this tournament is over. And Joe and HNC, no, that's not it. Actually, there's another stream coming. Let me check, because we have some casual games, not tournament games, but if I find something that's really interesting, I'm going to cast it in 2 minutes. So hold on. Hello guys. So this is a friendly game actually, but we still have the EL2 team. Cypher told me that these games were played when because I think Momo had to leave for some reason. Either Momo or Prolays, one of them had to leave. So that's why they couldn't play the rest of the games. But the EL2 team was still there, so these guys played with Red Bull and Dave. Let's see. This is EL2 where Cypher is Greeks, who is Lakota. He's against Dave, who is Koreans, and Red Bull, who is French. For the French player, he has got Dye and Salt. I think Salt is a great rare for French because somehow French just is too good at aggression. I feel French is even better than Iroquois at aggression if used properly, because that healing is just too much, man. You can keep running around with those units for as long as you want, and you still have your army at full HP as long as you stay away from fight for long enough. So if I look at all of these nations, I think Greeks and Korea are going to be the least powerful nations. If I had to choose between Korea and Greeks, I'll choose Greeks for sure because of their heavy cavalry. It's only and only for their heavy cavalry. Koreans are good, but they have a very specific kind of play that you want to do. You can turtle with Koreans. You can use their militia. They're mostly suited for defensive game. However, you can of course you can do aggression with any kind of nation if you want, but Greeks are much better for aggression than Koreans. At the same time, Koreans are much better for defense if you want than Korean and Greeks. I would never try to attack Greeks early in the game. I mean, Koreans early in the game, but Greeks can be attacked early because they haven't got any advantage except that they can age to medieval fastest out of every other nation. And we got Boo here. Boo has got horses. Now horses with Lakota and Greeks. Both of them can utilize this rare perfectly because they are both nations known for their cavalry. So I think this is going to be a big problem for the other team. I'll just call them Dangerous Bull. Dangerous Bull are going to have a lot of problem where we've got diamonds here, and I think Boo should tower that, although I see that Dave just found it, and I know Dave, he will have a militia ready here to stop any tower from going up. Hey Bybrak, since it's a nomad tournament, a very typical choice for players to ban is Lakota, Japanese, Germans, Mongols, and Turks. But I think apart from that, there are some super strong nations that people usually don't ban. They are Indians, Iroquois, Aztecs. Even Koreans can be really good because of the free villagers and because they're just too good at defense. In fact, for the C map, I would even recommend somebody to take Greeks or Egyptians. As everybody knows, Egyptians would be great. So it's very difficult to ban 5 nations that will completely give you advantage, but yeah, Japanese, everybody knows Japanese, Germans, Lakota, these 3 are too strong, and I'm expecting most of the players to ban these 3 nations every time. It'll be very interesting to see a Lakota player anybody choose Lakota because the opponent forgot to ban it. So on this side, we see Red Bull is going for barracks, and there comes the raid from Cypher. As I expected, he's also using horse, and these are going to meet probably in the center. And let's see, is he going for... Oh, and the companion just met the heavy infantry at a very wrong time, man. Cypher is already next. This is the fastest H3 I've ever seen. 5 minutes and he is next stage already. Imagine that. I mean, seriously, that is too fast. And he got first Papyrus. So no doubt, yeah, Papyrus. With Papyrus, he is getting that extra knowledge. Also, he is getting the... Oh man, that's a very strong game right now. And on the other side, it looks like Dave, he is getting a tower up. He's also making a university there. What is Boo up to? Boo got his capital in the front. This can be... So... Oh, so people just dropped. That's weird. We had a dropping game. I'm sorry, guys. Never thought that would happen. I've got just one more game and I hope it's not a drop one. I can... Let me check the file size. Here we are in the second game. This is Dave and Cypher versus Momo and Red Bull. And I must say, these guys have got terrific nations. And yeah, by the way, Bybrak, Inca is going to be another nation that's too strong. That's too strong for Nomad and is possibly going to be banned. Hey Bybrak, yeah, you have to ban 5 nations once, and those banned nations stay the same for the whole best of 3 or best of 5. You can pick nations, but the nations have to be exclusive. You cannot pick the same nations that you or your partner have already chosen before. Also, they cannot be any of the banned nations. So, if anybody does not know, Red Bull's Lakota is his strongest nation. And Inca, well, everybody knows how strong Inca are, so there is no need for me to tell you about that. Between Inca and Greeks, I think Inca is the better nation, but Greeks have the potential to beat almost any nation. I mean, any nation if their heavy cavalries are utilized properly. Because you can almost always run away with the heavy cavalries if you micro them well. And Dave has this build order where he always goes for a full-fledged age 3 attack with Greeks. I am expecting him to do the same this one, especially because he's against Inca, who are known to be weaker in the early parts of the game. So that's what my prediction is right now. They will attack in medieval, and let's see if Sheikh can shake him off there. On the other side, Cypher with Nubians. I really like Nubians because, of course, that early ability to trade early and to get more resources per rare is a great bonus. Also, ability to see your rares that makes sure that you don't miss out on anything. There goes Red Bull. He has built in the center. Red Bull's got marbles, spice, relics. Then there is salt, cotton. Sheikh is already going for cotton. I wonder why. Maybe to save on 2 woodcutter camps, because yeah, that will save him some wood. Hey Robert. Well, the problem is if we make a script, there's going to be a big backlash from the community because they are used to seeing nations as they are. We could have if these scripts are ready, we could have some nerfs possible. It's just that we would like everybody to play with the same settings as they are used to. Like if there's nomad and with the same nations, people would like their powers to be retained, I'm sure. But it's not a bad idea. If anybody has those scripts, then we can try playing a few games with them, and let's see how much it balances the game. It looks like Red Bull is trying to annoy Cypher's Bison Merchant. Thankfully, this is a Nubian merchant, so it's stronger, and it's going to take a long time for this villager to kill it. Dave will probably make it in time. The Red Bull is already going for barracks because Cypher went for table. Let's check out the ruins. Red Bull actually got fewer ruins than Cypher. That's very strange because Red Bull being Lakota, you would expect Lakota to get the most number of ruins. But anyway, the difference isn't too much, 550 versus 400, so that's alright. Red Bull is building a tower here. Can Cypher see that? Oh, Cypher can actually see that tower going up. Is he going to do something about it? Nobody has pointed out there's a clear tower going on there, man. And wait. So Red Bull is still here? Now, a problem with... Oh, man. That Bison Merchant will go down, and nice move by Cypher. I was wondering why wouldn't he send anyone? Because it's better to send villagers than anything else. Hey Robert, yeah, that seems like a good idea, especially for balancing these nations that are too strong, like the Germans and Japanese. Nice one, really nice one there. The Bison Merchant is out, and this villager has served his purpose. Now it can go back sleep. So this is another thing about Lakota, that their village they have no farms, so the only thing you can trade for Lakota is their woodcutter camps or the metal mines. So it becomes slightly easier to defend with Lakota because you don't have to worry about your farms being raided. You know where to put your, you know exactly where to put your tower at. Now, but their villages are also their food sources, so losing villages costs it's more dangerous. And nice defense by Red Bull here. He's ready with archers. Can he take down? Oh man, that camel archer just survived, and he is going to do more damage now. It looks like it. So this seems to be a new strategy that Cypher is trying for. He goes medieval age as soon as possible. He did that with Greeks last game, and now he's doing the same thing with Nubians. Is he upgrading his units? No, he's not. So it's arguable whether it's a good option or not. It's a good option if you can utilize the extra border push, or if you can upgrade your units and raid your opponent early. But apart from that, it just gives your opponent a cheaper age time. So it's very much debatable how useful this strategy is. On the other side, let's see, Dave is at 120 eco while Momo is doing his best to tower his metal mines. He's got silver here. He's got, and you see, Momo knows how Greeks play. He knows that if there's a Greek player, he's going to raid using these hoplites, heavy cavalry. So he has his hoplites waiting here, and he's got more hoplites coming. That's a very interesting way to defend against Greeks. I like this kind of play. So looks like the heavy cavalry raiding, just the heavy cavalry raiding won't work. Dave needs to do something different. And why doesn't Red Bull just build a tower here? This is the second time that Cypher is running around in this territory. Second Civic has come for Cypher. Now he is probably going to build a second city here and block this woodcutter camp. Looks like Red Bull is senator and he is going to bribe that heavy cavalry. Bad call from Really bad call from Cypher. He should have deleted that. But Red Bull on the other side also does not have a caravan now. Nice raids there. And when this city completes, remember, if this city completes, then it's going to be a big problem for Red Bull, because it will completely separate the city of Itesica, which is Red Bull's capital right now, and Makasika. But Momo is also building here, so nothing too problematic, because Momo will be there to help. So this is a great place to build for Momo. And I wonder, where's Dave going to build? Dave has not built his third. In fact, Dave does not even have a second Civic yet. He is running around in Momo's territory with ambush. Let's see where he's going to hit. On the other side, oh man, no, that city is going to get completed. Very likely that city is going to get completed. And there comes Dave. Dave has got 3 heavy cavalries. Is Momo ready to face this attack? Well, Dave's also raiding on this side. Forgot to microwave. Now this horse archer is just idling. So Dave has got the second Civic now. On, in fact, there is raids coming on the city of Athens from Sheikh, and I think these heavy infantry already killed a heavy cavalry there. Nice raids from Surfer still. More raids from Sheikh here, and oh, militia are here. Looks like, are they going to be successful? I think the militia are going to stop it. Very nice one, very nice one. 2 heavy cavalry lost for nothing, and Sheikh is here to protect this. That's a very good call, man. I love how Momo is playing right now. He is playing full defensive. I don't know if he forgot to build his caravans, or he just never had caravans to begin with. But on the other side, Red Bull might be in danger, man. Red Bull Cypher has got a good army, and Cypher just killed Red Bull's senator. Really nice attack by Cypher there. He managed, first of all, he managed to completely ruin Red Bull's eco. You can see what's happening here. And Cypher made a tower for Obsidian, but he's not using Obsidian. What's up? Oh, he just found spice and decided not to raid it. And it seems now Red Bull has had enough. He's going to go offensive. Yeah, at this point I would expect Red Bull to go and get the... Yeah, Red Bull should get the attrition now because... Oh man, this third city is in a very bad spot right now. Oh, Red Bull lost all the resources. He lost 110 food and wood. It's turning into a very bad position for Red Bull. On the other side, it's 12 minutes 40 seconds. Dave is building siege. But on this side, while Momo doesn't have a very nothing outstanding, his eco is all right, but he's got wealth, and with Inca, that's all that matters. Red Bull's second attempt to finish the city. Now Red Bull looks like he is getting back in power. He is destroying these catapults by Cypher. Oh, Cypher cannot. Oh man, Cypher, that's a very bad call. Cypher should have retreated them when he had the chance. On the other side, Dave's going to be aging. In fact, he's going to be aging before Momo. Castle coming from Momo. Does Dave have a castle? Yeah, he is making a castle. But this is really troublesome because that's all of this is an all-in from Red Bull. You can see that he is nowhere close to aging, while Cypher has the knowledge he needs. He might age the moment he feels like he can spend food. And a nice move, a very nice rotation by Momo. He's going to help. And Red Bull, Dave's also going to come here, but there is no supply wagon from... and is Dave going to get sandwiched there? He could get sandwiched there. That's not a lot of army from Momo. His eco is fine. In fact, I would say his eco is really good at this point. But Red Bull needs to retreat, man. He cannot win that. He cannot win like that. And Dave also has the tactics upgrade. Remember, Momo has not finished his castle, so he does not get the tactics yet. And this could be really bad for the Momo King team, Momo Bull, because Red Bull has a horrible wealth income right now, thanks to all these raids on this trading route from Cypher. Yeah, Red Bull's dead now. There's nobody saving him. Red Bull just asks if he can kill, and Momo says maybe. Let me see. Looking at the conditions, I think Dave and Momo are doing all right. They are both equally likely to kill each other at this moment, but Cypher will kill Red Bull very soon. Oh my god, what are you doing, Red Bull? What are your caravans doing here? He's got two caravans and both of them are here. I just... and why are they even... they're not even going. Like, they're just stuck here. Eventually caravans realize that they're at the wrong spot, but not these caravans. Yeah, that's a huge army now for Cypher. Cypher sees that he has got a lot of decoys, but Red Bull doesn't notice that he does not have a scout with him. And let's see, Dave realizes that Momo is on this side. So what is he going to do? Oh, Dave's going for a full-fledged multiple raids. And Dave has had this. Oh, there's an informer on the city, by the way. Yeah, Dave has had these catapults since age 3, but he has not attacked yet. Now Momo is here, so this is going to be better for Red Bull. At least he has some chance to survive, because on his own he would not have. Oh, that's a very bad position for. In fact, Red Bull should come in at this point. Cypher will be late, he will not make in time, but the problem are these catapults. Red Bull will lose all of these catapults. And all of these catapults. Meanwhile, Dave has got this table through which he's going to continuously raid and make Momo's life hell. So Dave was forced to retreat there. Red Bull seems like he's got enough units to fight. Now Cypher has got this operations upgrade. This is compared to Red Bull, who doesn't even have a castle yet, I believe. And look at that, Dave's even raiding here. So this is a great teamwork by Dave. He's making sure that Red Bull does not boom too much. And he already knows that Red Bull is in a not so good position, and with those raids he's just completely hurting his chances of surviving. And Dave has got this secondary army here that is possibly going to take over the city of Huaylas. And there goes the city. Momo is going to rush back. Alright, Momo has managed to save himself, but he is actually lagging behind in knowledge. I never expected that Inca player will not have enough knowledge. Dave has been able to do pretty well with his caravan route. And now Momo is going completely there with Demetricus. What's the plan here? Dave has enough army as well, so it's nothing too problematic. And Dave also has got the fourth military. That means he'll be able to get operations. I do not recommend this attack because without having, oh, he doesn't even have scouts, so he's going to lose to bribes. Yeah, that was a terrible exchange for Momo. I think this is GG now. And what's Cypher doing? I thought he had a lot of army there, but now it looks like, and Cypher is also using extra armor. Remember, Cypher has that armor which Red Bull does not. Yeah, and Cypher is going to be H5 very soon. Red Bull finally is getting a castle, so he'll get at least a tactics done. And this is a very, very exposed capital. And all Dave needs to do right now is keep Momo busy um, while Cypher kills this guy. More. Oh, what are you doing, Red Bull? He just forgot that infinite Q. He's got a well decent ego, and Dave did not raid that. Weird. The capital has been moved to this city. A nice choice there. At least there's a castle to protect the city. Looks like Dave will be the first one to age, followed by Cypher here. And whatever is Red Bull doing there, this is... oh, this is terrible. Mo is yet to get this operations upgrade. It's weird. How doesn't he have the operations? And also, I want to appreciate how nicely Dave has been raiding. Now he's got a huge army on this side. I think, yeah, slightly bigger than Momo's army. On the other side, Red Bull has managed to somehow survive. But again, he doesn't have a scholar, he doesn't have a scout, and Cypher is forcing him to run back. There goes a conversion. Now, since Dave has aged and Momo will be age up soon, but no, that army is just not big enough. The sad part that the papyrus wasn't raided. In fact, Momo's team doesn't even know the papyrus. Alright, so from this point I think it's GG. The moment Dave takes the city, that's going to be when it ends. Oh man, that upgrade speed is too low there. And looks like GG has been called. Actually, Red Bull had a very tough time initially. Let's check out the game stats. So we got Dave with the most number of kills. He raided a lot, and both Momo and Red Bull had similar kills on this side. Ruin bonus max for Cypher, highest wealth for Take. Let's check out speed. So Red Bull is a clicking machine indeed, and he presses a lot of hotkeys there. Alright, and that'll be the end of my stream today. Thank you guys. I will see you all later. Probably next tournament game we cast is either EL1 versus LAT1 or PLA5 versus EL2. And let me know which game are you looking forward to more, the LAT1 game or the PLA5 game. I'll see you all later. Bye bye.